Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adrienne and you are here with our dream of simple living. And today I thought I would do a super quick video for you guys, just kind of showing you some of the things that we have going into our seed starting, I guess, time of the year. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I know in our last video we had kind of talked about some of the things that you could use for seed starting, and at that time I really didn't show you guys a ton of the things we had other than the shelf that was sitting behind me, because at that time we were really trying to decide on whether or not we were going to do some upgrades to our seed starting space. We don't have a seed starting room, we just have space that we use, and previously we have actually used our bonus room upstairs for seed starting. However, we kind of found that that is a little unrealistic for us, especially when it starts or when it comes to hardening off your plants and all the things. And so what we decided to do this year, we were kind of deciding whether we wanted to do our seed starting in our dining room, which is the reason I'm looking this way because it's right behind the camera, or in my kind of office area that I really haven't been using a whole lot during this time, or I won't be using for a while. And we just kind of decided to do that. That way we can bring our trays out, bring them right out of this door. And what I'm planning to do is get a cart, like one of the serving carts that has like 3 or 4 shelves that we can actually put the trays on, just to make it a little bit easier for ourselves. So we did decide to go ahead and upgrade some of our seed starting things. We already had our heat mats, we already had our lights, so we didn't need to invest. You see how big these lights are? We didn't need to invest in that. However, we did really need to upgrade our shelf, because the shelf that we had was just like this shop shelf that we've had for a while. However, it was much shorter this way with than our lights. And so we were struggling with, like, I think the last time we started seeds, we had actually attached our lights to a piece of wood, a fence panel, to just kind of, it was a whole mess, okay? Let's just say it was a whole mess, and it was a whole lot. So what I went ahead and did was I actually purchased a shelf, and I actually took it out of the box. You can see the box over here. I haven't put it up yet, but this is the shelf that we bought, and I'm sure that you guys have seen shelves like these, because this is typically what you see in a seed starting area. And I am so happy, y'all, that these lights actually go the whole width of this shelf. So we do not have to try to rig it up. This is going to work perfect. So we'll put 2 lights on each, the top of each shelf, or, you know, the shelves, and that's gonna work perfect. So another thing that we went ahead and did, and sorry, you're probably gonna see the trash when we're actually open the box, because this is real life and this is just what we do, was I decided that we really wanted to go ahead and invest in some longer lasting seed starting items. Typically, I just purchase everything off Amazon, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. However, after a couple of years, we have quite a bit of wear and tear. I want to show you guys what I mean. Now, these are some of the seed trays that I have. However, these trays would actually, like, when I would try to get things out of it, they would just like break, because you can see how. Now, am I saying that they're not good to use? Absolutely not. I'm just saying for these, I kind of know that if I'm going to use them, they're really only good for maybe a season or 2. And I would have to go and buy more anyway, which is what I was actually going to be doing this year before I made this decision. One of the other things that I planned to use was these. I really love the size of these. These are actually the plant pot, or the pots that I would get when I would just purchase seeds. Or seedlings, I'm sorry, like at the local nursery. And I will be honest with you guys, I went to do this video and I tried to do a comparison, because this is actually what I'm going to show you in a minute. And when I went to do the comparison, of course with this you can kind of see that I can actually push this down quite a bit. And when I went to push this down, I'm barely pushing this, y'all. Barely pushing this, and that is what happened. So I have about 40 of these, and I will still use these this year. However, this kind of proved my point. My husband is always just like, you know, you have to kind of decide if you want to go the cheaper route for a while, or if you want to, and I think that we kind of went the cheaper route even when it came to our garden, you know, the reason that we upgraded our garden. And we just decided that it was time to go ahead and invest in these things, because as much as, and don't get me wrong, I will probably still purchase some starts, like some of my herbs and different things from a local nursery. However, there's just a lot of different, you know, especially tomato varieties, pepper varieties that I want to try. That I can't find in my local nursery. So I found myself spending hundreds of dollars on some of the things that I just was like, you know what, I can start that seed, and I can, you know, I just felt like I feel like it's a better investment. Typically when I started seeds, things have went great. I typically start a little bit early, which is why I am slowly getting into this. Like, I have the itch to go ahead and start some things, and we're getting really close. However, I want to take my time, because I typically end up with tomatoes that are already 6 feet, and I just really would rather have more stocky, you know, tomatoes that have a little bit more, you know, that just look a little bit better going out in the ground, and that aren't huge by the time I'm ready to put them in the soil. So we're going to try for that. Every year, every garden, everything is a you know, a chance that you take. If things don't work out, I am absolutely going to support a local farmer, a local nursery, and purchase my start. So this is not the end all be all, y'all. If I don't grow food, if I don't grow my own starts, it doesn't mean that I won't have food to put on my family's table. It's just, these are the things that I really want to be able to do, and I'm going to try my hardest to do them, and we'll just see where we go from there. So again, y'all, I'm really just like, wow, this is what happened. Like, this is crazy. And another thing is trays that I purchased. I don't even think these trays are 2 years old, but you can see that we have some holes here. This whole side is completely cracked. There's holes at the bottom, meaning when I go to water them, water is going to come out. This is completely cracked. That's cracked. Now, don't get me wrong. These have lasted a couple of years, and I truly believe that, you know, if you purchase things off Amazon, doesn't mean that they're not going to last. It's just, I wanted something a little bit more sturdy, and instead of me spending that money over and over and over again, I just thought it was time for me to kind of just do a little upgrade and purchase what I already had my eye on. So I did purchase some items from Bootstrap Farmer. These are their 2.5 inch pots, and I'm really excited about these. I will tell you guys, because I want to be completely honest, this video is absolutely not sponsored or affiliated in any way with Bootstrap Farmer, and even if it was, I would still be completely honest, because I would want someone to be honest with me. That one of my trays actually came cracked. It's, you know, just that top tray. I don't even know if you guys can see it, but like right here, it's cracked. Can y'all see that? I don't know if something happened in transit. I don't know, you know, the box that I got it in was a little bit bent. I don't know if that caused it or just the weight that was on it. I have no clue, but I literally reached out to them. They immediately responded, and they're going to be sending out a replacement. They offer me a refund, replacement, or a credit. I really prefer to have the item, so I just asked for a replacement, and that's what they're going to do. So anyway, I purchased these trays with the holes in them because my plan is to use this soil blocker. I did get this on Amazon. I have not used it. I don't know the quality of it. I know that the metal is driving me crazy because it's like scrubbing against itself, so I may put a little bit of oil on it. But these are the trays with the holes that I have in here. They came 10 in a pack, so I have those, as well as, here, let me try to do this without like dropping everything, right? As well as our regular 10-20 trays. So these are heavy, y'all. So I have these as well. So we're going to be using those, and I think for now, you know, I'm not planning to buy any more trays or pots from Bootstrap Farmer for this go around. I think we should be fine between this and the soil blocker. And then, like I said, I still have some of these. I'm still going to use them. I'll just be careful with them. I have quite a bit of those. So I think we have everything we need for this, this seed starting season, as well as these that I got from Bootstrap Farmer. Now, I absolutely love these because, number one, you have that hole at the bottom. I guess they call it air pruning. Maybe that's what they call it. But look at how deep these are. Like if I put my hand in here, look at how far I could put my hand in here, right? And I think these are going to be great even for tomatoes, for peppers, whatever I decide to put in them. But it's quite a few of these, y'all. So my pup wants me to let him out, so give me 1 second, y'all. So anyway, like I said, I believe we're set. We're good to go with everything that we need as far as seed starting. I am actually going to be doing a video of our seed setup once we get our shelf up and going, once we start kind of putting those seeds in the soil. I'm going to bring you guys along for that. And I know that there's so many videos out there on seed starting, but you know, I think it's important, number one, for me to journal this for myself, because in the past, you know, sowing seeds and doing all those things, I have not had a full garden of just, or the majority, seeds that I've started. And I really want that this year. I really want that. So I'm going to journal this and the mistakes that I make, the triumphs that we have. I want to just journal it and make sure that it's all there. But then I also want this for those, you know, maybe you happened upon my video and you're very new to this and this all intimidates you. So, you know, I just kind of feel like there's nothing wrong with doing things and showing people how to do things your way, your method of doing things. And so I'm really excited about it. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to share some of these things with you guys and share with you what our plan is. The next video, we will be working on getting everything set up, and we will get our seeds ready, and hopefully we can sow some seeds the next time. Today's February 1st, so we're really getting close to getting some things in the soil. I do know, you know, I'm kind of chomping at the bit. However, typically I start some of my seeds a little bit early, and so I really want to take some time and make sure that that we have everything that we need and that we're not going super early when it comes to starting our seeds. So anyway, friends, I hope that this video was super helpful for you guys. I hope that you were able to gain some knowledge as to, you know, even if it is just kind of, you know, some investments. I know that purchasing some of these things, and I will put a link below in the comments, seem like a bit of an investment, but then in the long run, if this is something that you're planning to do quite often, it may be worth the investment. And that's kind of where I found myself. So anyway, y'all, I'm excited. I cannot wait to show you guys our setup. I cannot wait to show you. And again, I don't have a seed starting room. I just have a seed starting area, and we are just going to make it do what it do. So anyway, friends, next time we will be getting all of this set up, hopefully getting some seeds in the soil and getting this garden season off with the bang. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That really helps my channel out. If you enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing. The dog is barking, so I'm going to go ahead and get him. But anyway, friends, until we speak again, have an amazing day on purpose. Bye, y'all.